Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Happy Monday crafting to you all. I thought we would do a cute little acorn craft today. I kind of see it in my head. You know how that goes though, right? Okay, let's get some scissors and cut off this tag from the DollarTree acorn. I actually was looking for the one that had the slats in it, and I couldn't find any slats, so I think I'm just gonna make my own slats on here that just like look like slats. Be careful with these stems, by the way. This is really thin. I don't remember what balsa wood, maybe. So yeah, be very, very careful here with the stem. I found mine to be really, really brittle. So I'm going to use some antique Waverly wax on my acorn first. And what we're going to do is just kind of, you know, not dry brush it. I'm almost going to use it as a paint because I'm going to use a baby wipe, but I want to stain the whole acorn. You've seen me do it like this before. So I'm just going to shake it, and whatever's on my cap, that probably will be plenty. All right, so dip your baby wipe in and then go to town. The messier the better. Just rub it all over your little acorn or whatever surface. You could do this with a pumpkin, right? You could do this with any surface from the DollarTree or any surface. Let's just leave it at that. Grab a little bit more and get this tip down here. I was with my daughter and we were doing a video here, and she was sitting here next to me, and every time she said the word acorn, I heard her saying eggcorn. I'm gonna just get my little edges here with my little leftover baby wipe stuff, right? So, or my little Waverly wax leftover. Just get the edges. And careful with that stem. And so I kept hearing her say egg, E-G-G, eggcorn, next to me. And I kept thinking, she's not saying acorn. She knows it's acorn, A, capital A, A-C-O, right? She's saying eggcorn. So finally, after the video, I'm like, what are you saying? Say acorn. Now I'm going to say it. I said, say acorn. And she said, eggcorn. I said, what? And she said, eggcorn. I go, how do you spell it? And she spelled it correctly. I'm like, why do you spell it acorn, but you pronounce it eggcorn? And she said, I never even realized I was doing that. I wonder how many people or us pronounce it eggcorn. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to take a ruler and a pencil, and I'm just going to go right down the middle with my ruler. Just basic middle, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. I would like it straight up and down though. And I'm just going to make some marks with my pencil. Whoops, my pencil lead just broke. And I'm doing it kind of dark because I want those grooves, right? This is going to be my grooves. All right, and then I'm just going to move over. And I'm going to draw another groove. We're not going to see the top of our acorn very much on here because I am going to be making a huge bow. We're going to use the bow maker that I made on this channel. It's the Easy Bow Maker right here that we made from an old sewing yardstick. All right, I'm almost done my grooves. And then I'm gonna just kind of take my finger and run it over the lead lines on my grooves just to blend it a little bit. Whoops. Just to blend it. All right, we'll use this one for the nose. Got the little sniffles today. So don't mind the sniffles. Take a drink and wet your whistle. I'm drinking electrolytes. I have found that electrolytes are key, totally key to my diabetes. I don't know why, I can't explain it. It has something to do with your anion gap. I'm going to see an endocrinologist, a specialist, because for years since I've lived here in Florida, I haven't had one. I've just let my regular doctor prescribe my meds because it's worked out fine until now, right? All right, so there is my grooves. We're not even really gonna see much of those grooves anyway. I just wanted that look. How cute is that, right? All right, now that this is nice, I think I'll go one more time over this and make it a little darker. I want it a little darker than it is. And that's the fun part about using this as a stain, is you can go darker, but you can go lighter if you only go light with your wrist, the weight of your hand, the pressure, I guess it is, and you can go darker, which is great. All right, I like the darker Acorn better, much better. All right, there it is. There she is in all her beautiful glory. Okay, wash our fingers. Now I want to make some dots. I want to make some black dots, and we're gonna, that's why I needed my daubers. I have a little sniffly thing going on. I don't know why. All right, do I want the middle dauber or the big dauber? I think I want the big dauber. I'm going the big. Go big or go home. And I am going to use this little plate I have over here to put a little, it's a little shallow plate, and I'm gonna put my paint in it so I can daub. Tell you what, I have no idea where this little plate came from, but I use it a lot in my craft room. So we'll put a little paint in there, and this is the Craft Wise. It's by Plaid, and it's chalkboard paint, and Gloria Bohannon turned me onto this. She's one of my subscribers. Hi, Gloria, and I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we're gonna go all over, even though we're gonna put a big bow on top. Let's not ignore the top, right? So let's just do a piece over here, and we're just daubing. I love polka dots. Who is with me on polka dots, right? I love little polka dots. I love big polka dots. Oh, I gotta fix this polka dot. Hold on, hold on. Gotta fix it. You gotta be a whole polka dot. Maybe we need a little more paint. I don't like to put too much in because you really can't save it from a dish like this, right? Maybe if we turn it a little bit. All right, now we need a polka dot up here. That wasn't a whole one either. Maybe this is maybe the dauber is, you know, mass produced and not quite flat. All right, let's make another one right here. That worked out better. Kind of went around and around. And we'll put another one, let's say, here. That's the biggest part of this craft to me, is making the commitment to where to put my dot. I'm gonna put another one here. Seems to be good when I go around. I don't know if we have enough paint on here to go off the edge over here. I like that look. And then we're gonna go off the edge over here. And if you want more polka dots, you could go with the smaller dauber, right? All right, we'll put this aside. And we are going to take out our silicone mat and give this a little blow dry. And then once my dots, look at how cute, once those are all dry, we're gonna come back and embellish them. And I'll be right back. Okay, that was thick paint I put on here. I think we're safe to go on. But that was a little bit thick. So, but what I want to do now is embellishment. I embellish it. I have one of these metallic markers from the DollarTree, and it's old. It's really old. So I have another one here, and it's a little old too, but hopefully one of them will work, because I want to just do a little cutesy embellishing on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start up here at the stem. I hope this shows up here. Might have to do it a couple times. And I'm just going to do like a dash and a dot, a dash and a dot. So I did a dot, and now I'm going to do a dash and a dot, and then another dash. I don't think it's showing up very good. So let's open up the new pen and see if it's the same thing. And if it is, we'll just have to go over it a couple of times. I like to shake them a little, I don't know. All right, let me see. I'm just gonna go on like we haven't even started this. We're gonna do a dot over here. And then we need another dash. Yeah, it's about the same. Actually, yeah, it's about the same. Dot, dash, dot. Actually, I think this older one is working better. So we're gonna keep on going. So I'm just going around doing dashes and dots. And I'm doing it a couple of times, because I like the way this one writes, but it's not nice and bright. I wanted these to be nice white dashes. So I might go over it again with paint. But anyway, it will be subtle, right? It will be subtle. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing great. Everybody, don't forget to put go live in the comments here. Every video that I do, you're gonna wanna write go live, because that gets you entered into the giveaway. And so you are going to want, I guess we'll just finish this off with a dash here. I'm just gonna go around real quick, double up a little bit of it, see if that helps us. Hate to take the time, but we'll just do it real quick so you guys can see it, because it really makes a cute little statement. And now I'm kind of getting messy with it, because I'm kind of trying to go a little quick. But anyway, now we're going to go in the black. That might show up better. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to go over this with white paint, because I really want it to show up. And now we're just going to do the same thing in our circles. Let's just give it, you know, a little definition. just gives it a little bit of fun. You just pick a place and you just make a little semicircle. Sometimes you can put a little dot if you want to carry on the tradition of the going around the edge dots. I just love this whimsical look. I hope you can see it. Oh my goodness, I really am bummed out that my white, I do have a chalk marker. Let me grab that. Let's grab the chalk marker and see. Oh, you know what? Oh, here it is. Let's just see so that you guys can see the detail. Are you with me, guys? All right, I hope everybody is well. I've been up and down, really. I have to be honest and transparent with you guys. I have really been struggling. So, you all know my diabetes is kind of kicking my butt right now. And so yeah, it's kind of getting me, as much as I try not to get down. I know that's just Satan. I read. I have my hour of power every morning. All day long, I'm thanking God for my blessings, and I'm looking at the good stuff in my life. And then, before I know it, I'm sitting having a cup of coffee, and I have the woe is me again. Does that ever happen? I was talking to a girl at church about it Sunday. I'm like, girl, you need to pray for me. Satan is attacking me. I am going through a season of warfare. Like, I know I've gone through before, but listen, he could knock me down. I hope he's listening. Satan, you can knock me down, but I'm just going to keep getting back up again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. But let me tell you, it's getting tiring. Very tiring. All right, look, can you see it? Much better, right? Much better. That's what the look I was going for. All right, now let's put this cute acorn aside because we're going to make a bow. And we're going to make it as large as, let's see, let's put this way so you guys can see it a little. You really can't see it much, but I need to kind of measure how far I want my bow. So we're just going to start. Now, I don't know how to link a video and say, look, right here. But if you go back, because I'm just an old dog learning new tricks here. But if you go back to my, all my videos, you'll find this video where we made this bow maker. All right, so I'm just not going to have a tail on this, so we're just going to start this here. I think I would like to get a tie wrap ready here, or a couple, to have ready to slip underneath that. All right, so I'm looking at the width of my acorn, and I'm just going to start my bow probably all the way out to the side of my acorn on that side. And then I'm just going to flip it and use, what did I say? I think we're going to go about 6 inches. But you're going to do however you do a bow. If you don't have one of these, or if you haven't seen that video, it's so easy peasy. This was just a couple of dowels. I don't use it often, so I'm not really quick with it. But it was just a couple of dowels. Okay, there's our 2 loops, right? We're going to do it again now. We're going to pick it up and go back through the middle here. And you would be twisting this if it was a one-sided ribbon, but this is DollarTree ribbon, and it does have the 2 sides. Okay, so now we have the 2 big loops on both sides. Now, I have a couple of ribbons here I want to do. So now I'm thinking, should we do one more, or do we want to, let's go with the next ribbon. So now I'm going to cut this off right here because it's going through my tines. These are my tines. And now I'm going to open this cute ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Got myself some new scissors. Fiskars, by the way. Yeah. All right, and now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put our little starter in here. I'm going to hide this little end. And we're going to do the same thing. Whoop, it's probably going to unroll. So let's unroll it a little. And we're going to go back. This one has to go. This is going to be a twisted one because this has only one side has the dots. So you have to pay attention to that. So then we're going to go make our loop and twist it. Make our second loop and go back through and twist it and do it again and twist and again, and that will be that one. And then we have a little bit of small gingham, and you can make this with all kinds of, oh look, that's the end of that gingham. Let's get a new gingham out. You can use this with any ribbon. You can throw anything in your mix and just keep layering it and layering it. Now this one, I'm going to make my bows a little smaller. This one does not have wire in it, and so I'm just going to make it so that it's a little fluffier. But we are going to go a few more times. So hold it down, loop, hold it down, loop, hold it down, loop, hold it down, and now I'm going to cut it. My fingers, get my fingers to working. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to slip one of my tie wraps under all of these beautiful loops. And you're going to put that as close as we can. My loops are falling out. To the middle here, right next to these tines. I'm calling them tines because I don't know what else to call them. They're like a fork, right? And we're going to just try to get that as tight as we can without tightening it all the way. You guys are looking at the top of my head. I'm so sorry. A lot this time. All right, now we're going to lift it up off of our Easy Bow Maker, and it looks like that, okay? So we're going to turn it around, turn our little twisty tie to the back. And again, before we pull it as tight as we can, we're going to fluff out our bow. Just fluff your bow. Just give it some personality. So cute. And you could do so much. Like you could just loop and loop and loop. The bigger the better, I think. The funner, right? It's more, funner isn't a word, but it is in Angel Creations world. All right, I'm gonna pull this with pliers because I have sore fingers. You don't need to use pliers. I'm gonna pull this as tight as I can and snip that right off. You don't need that anymore. And then we're going to take our piece of gingham ribbon here. I'll use up this one that's floating around on the end of that. Let's see if we can get the tape off of there. Oh yeah. And that's going to cover up the little, look, I already smushed our bow. That's gonna cover up and give us a nice centerpiece. I'm gonna cut this tail off too. We don't need that showing. And then I'm just gonna cover the center, right, with this piece and tie it off in the back. Just double knot it. Cut its tails. We don't want those showing. And then we are going to put our bow on here and we will fluff it up and pull some of these down. All the little ends in here that we started from, you can cut that off now because you have a really good zip tie holding that. All right, fluff your bow. Find a cute placement here. Right, let's see. We are gonna put some cute, once I glue this down, I can almost fluff it better. Watch yourself, don't get yourself on the glue here. But we don't want it to go anywhere. We also don't want to see a glue glob. But we're gonna put this right here at the top. And then we can really make our loops fun and free. And once it's anchored, twist them and really fluff it, mold it to your liking. And we're gonna add a couple of acorns that we're gonna actually glue onto, does this have a better way to open it? Onto a couple of pieces of jute. I'm gonna do one of the red acorns from the DollarTree package and one of the dark brown. And I'm just gonna glue them. I'm not gonna bother tying them. Of course you could take the time if you want, but I'm just gonna take, I mean, we could try and see if it goes around the stem, but it will still probably have to be glued on. I mean, this just tying it around the stem is not going to be enough. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut that off. And I have a knot now. That's gonna be my little glue piece, something to glue it to. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue from behind, glue this knot to it, and once I'm going to cut it probably around there, and maybe a little shorter. I'm just going to dangle these. I'm going to put a knot in this end as well. And I'm just gonna dangle these down from the bow. And you could put a sign on here, you know, grateful or thankful or any of those. Hold on, I think I could actually, this one has a longer stem. I think I might be able to make it look like it's tied around. Let me make my little loop here. Because this one has a nice long stem. The other one was a little short. Yeah. Just like that. And then we can put a little glue. Right? Just like that. Nobody would ever know the difference. I'm going to just cut off our little, so now we have two little acorns, and I'm just going to put this up here underneath the bow, and I'm going to also glue, I don't have a, so listen you guys, my grandson was here this weekend and my daughter, and he's getting ready to, everything's missing because my grandson and my daughter were over here this weekend, and we were I don't know where it is, but we were using my glue guns and all my things because he's getting ready for today actually is Spirit Week at his school, and he was dressing up as the 80s, and we made him a big boom box and all kinds of things. It was really a fun weekend, but all my crafts were utilized and tools. And all right, I do have a little glob of glue, and I just want to put a little acorn there to hide it. So I'm going to add this acorn right to the middle, and voila. How cute is that? And how simple. And you could put welcome on it. I almost would even shorten these. Let's tie that. Let's see if I can tie that. But anyway, how cute. Look, how cute is that? Right? I love the bow. The bigger, the better. I also love the embellishment around the polka dots and around the acorn. What do you guys think? This is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for the giveaway. We're going to give away a $25 DollarTree gift card, and I don't know when I'm going to close it yet. This is my first 1,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway, so I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to enter. And I have quite a few names down in my book, so thanks for playing along. So all you have to do to enter is put go live in the comments below, and I'm gonna do a live craft with you guys. So write go live. I'm trying to pick all these cobwebbies off here, the spider webbies. Go live in the comments gets you entered. And every time I do a video, you can write go live as many times. So I will put a green check next to your name, and that's how you know you've been entered again. So go live, and until I see you tomorrow, which is Tuesday, I'm going to the Dollar Tree after this, so we'll go see what's there together today. All right, until then, be good and do good and have fun. I hope that I brought a little light to your day if you were in a little dark day like I have been lately. Yeah, I hope this brought you a little light today. All right, everybody, until I see you tomorrow, be good and do good. Bye now.